your neighbor that has a little...
Yo, John. Fuck, I forgot to bring the speaker, but yeah. I guess it's not the end of the world. Grazie. Bro, yesterday was epic sunset, but I just saw it shortly. I was almost thinking about streaming, but then again, it's over so fast. I hope you're doing good. New shoes. Looks kind of scuffed though. That feels nice. Also, they fix my posture a little bit because always my shoes are like off on one side. Oh, that was a beefsteak burp. Didn't smell as good as when I ate it. Hello, Grazie. One shooting star, very nice. Pollution. Yeah, last night was still very bright also because of the moon, even though it's only like 2/3 or something. Today was kind of like off day almost. Didn't do shit. Milky Way in our part of the world runs from southwest to northeast. I don't know about here, but I guess it would be the same. I don't even know. When people are gone, yeah. You know, I never measured the fever also. I just felt slightly hot, which can happen every now and then also for different reasons. And yeah, it could have been that, or just mental, or like even if the parasites are like that, they can still give you like a technically allergic reaction. Who knows? Yeah, definitely feel better, but I still have more fish at home, like frozen one and canned tuna. And yeah, it's definitely not appealing. And I was thinking about eating it today, but then I thought, no, don't eat the fish, because then the worms get the food. Which I don't know if that makes sense at all. But yeah, then I ate the beef and I ate some dates. What else did I eat? Not that much, actually. Still not very hungry. Still burning body fat, I guess. Last night, though, I was super hungry and I ate a lot of shit. I had like bread with cheese and all kinds of stuff. And then I stayed up way too long, and I wake up too early also, which is kind of worrying. Like, why did I not sleep long? But it's probably fine. Beef can have nasty parasites also, it's true. But I'm not too worried about it, although I did buy the cheap beef and I'm planning on buying the cheap one again. Yeah, probably should really start to buy the expensive stuff. But how can it be different, John? I feel like it cannot be different. Because the planet stays more or less the same. And yeah, it's kind of rare to see the Milky Way. Like, not that rare actually, but I feel like I just don't know enough about it, like when it is the Milky Way. I can see like a concentration of stars or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say. But isn't it kind of crazy also like that the planets are round, but the galaxies are kind of flattish. Same like with the rings of Saturn. Flat Earth confirmed. The people in Southern Hemisphere see the sky upside down. I kind of like doubt it. In a way, yeah, like if you're maybe on the North Pole and on the South Pole. But I don't know. But it's crazy how the stars move and the universe move, at least allegedly. That's kind of interesting. Although I'm not sure how true that is. I kind of believe it, but there's different... people believe different stuff. No, North Star... it also changes, but it doesn't make... you cannot really see the difference. And it's not like changing a lot from our perspective. But technically everything moves. Or maybe it moves the same as us, you know. Like our galaxy, it kind of moves together, you know. Allegedly. Or it kind of like makes sense like that. You know, there's a solar system and then there's the galaxy. But they're all kind of like connected to each other. And then there's a bigger thing that can be connected together as well. Yeah. Ein Rotationsellipsoid. That's what I learned in school. Rotation ellipsoid. But yeah, why is the galaxy flat? Why are the rings of Saturn flat? Of course, because the planet is turning. But yeah, it's just kind of odd. And yeah, of course, everybody knows the Earth is not perfectly round or whatever. But you can still say it's round. Cutting the sky out of which seems like a milk is pouring out. Yeah, I know, like, you mean the Milky Way, I guess. But to me personally, it looks more like a lot of stars that are kind of like closer by each other. Yeah, even if I do a super late night stream, I can maybe see it, you know, but you cannot see it. It's not bright enough. Or you would have to have a special camera. Hello, Alawi. In Australia, they can never see it. Interesting. Yeah. Like during COVID, one time we had like a blackout, but usually it's just like small areas that has blackout for a variety of reasons. But it came back like an hour later or something. But it was kind of scary, and I went like outside, and the shop has like an electric door, so the door would not open, which is so dumb also if you think about it. How do they get out? They have like a back door that opens like normally, I guess, but still. Some things are so dumb. Yeah, if there's no light pollution because the electricity goes away, that's obviously the best. And probably the best way is like on an ocean or high on the mountain. In North Korea you can see them very well also. There's not so much light pollution. Yeah, I feel like looking at the stars is not that common anyway nowadays anymore. But I feel like back in the day, people would do it at least like once a month, I think. Because it is really cool. It is like a nice thing. And like sleeping outside without a tent, it's super nice also. Like you just look at the stars until you fall asleep. That's some cool shit. And it really, like, after a while, when you look at the stars while laying down, you really almost feel like you fall into it. Like you can see the depth of it. Kind of like if you're watching from a mountain down into the cliff, or when you're in the ocean and it's so deep that you cannot see the floor anymore and you look down. That kind of feeling. You saw the Milky Way on Reddit? Yeah, there's some new crazy pictures that came out kind of recently. I haven't looked at them a lot, but beautiful. That's good. Yeah, we all should do that. Like, sadly, ever since I've become a streamer, I kind of like lost that shit also. I lost the ability to go outside without stream almost. I kind of want to. And last night I actually looked at the sunset without the stream. But I was so tempted to stream also. But then I knew it was over so fast. But it looked pretty good. I feel like today it's not gonna look good, but we will see. It's already at 8. It's like in 50 minutes it's like sunset. So Weasel, how much bitrate does it show for you? If you see it like without much effort. Bro, I probably should have activated the bonding already a long time ago. I feel like it fixes it. Ah, it's only starting, or what do you mean? 3.2. For me it shows 11 kbps. But that's, yeah. It's probably what it can get, but not necessarily what it gives out. Yeah, damn. Now I'm getting glad I asked. So I will have to check the quality at home of the VOD and stuff. Although the VOD sometimes can be different than the stream. That's crazy. That feels like low, but does it look good? Or how? Or what? This kind of looks like a radish, but it's probably not. Like, why does it show 10k, around 10k-ish for me? How does that make sense? also is MBITS, the same as KBPS. At least similar, I think. Yeah, since yesterday I set it again back to 1080p, and the fix for no black screen is probably like that activated bonding, even though I am not really bonding. It's great quality. Nice. Yeah, meat and fruit as the main diet nowadays. Also, like that I try to go for, like fish, meat, and eggs and fruit. The fruits really help, like not craving carbs too much. But yeah, I still drink sugary drinks here and there. But I bought some juice also, like tomato juice, other fruit juices. And I guess they're kind of good also. Best would be to choose yourself, but then you would have to have like a machine or do all the labor work. The guy greeted me on his own volition. Leave a follow, goddammit. Tomato juice sounds disgusting. I like it. It's an acquired taste, maybe. I personally like it. What's crazy about these juices though is like if you put 50% juice and 50% like normal water, usually they're still sweet. So yeah, that can be recommended. I still use quite a lot of ice cubes, but now that it's colder, it's also not that necessary anymore. But just adding water to the juice is pretty good. Yeah. Fried breadcrumbs. Yeah, tomato soup is nice. But yeah, it feels like all the tomato stuff, they have like tomato sauce, tomato soup, and tomato juice. But all of these three things, they are kind of like almost the same, honestly. There's not a huge difference, depending on what brand you get. And yeah, breadcrumbs, I like it also, but it's not good for you. But it's not the end of the world, of course, also. It's the same as like, I don't know. It's maybe even better than soda. Yeah. Epic dedication, yeah, kinda. I didn't check my email yet, but I still was thinking about like other things that I should have said, and also like, remember when I said, oh, I need to make pictures for proof, but why did I forget that I've streamed it, you know what I mean? I have proof from the stream, and I was like, oh no, they took my proof away and stuff. And one thing that I'm tempted to do is also like go back to the Migros, buy the same fucking salmon, like look in it, and surely I will find more worms. And then I go fuck them again. And if they don't give me anything more than the refund, the next day I fucking come again. But yeah, whatever. And I researched more on the internet also. And like 90% of the people say, oh, it's normal to have the worms, blah, blah, blah. But then there's some people also that say, oh, they fished for 60 years and only like a small amount has the worms. So I don't know who is lying anymore. And like there's so many bots in the internet also. Just the last video that I watched, I read the comments, and the comments are fucking bots also. Like there's so much propaganda. Like the bots say exactly the opposite of what is said in the video, and they all have these numbers at the end of the name, and they like answer to each other and like each other's comments and whatever. So you really don't know anymore who is a real person. It's so annoying. And you know, if I would sell fish, yeah, maybe I would say also, there's worms everywhere, because then you're like safe or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. And I get it, you know, it's normal that there can be fish, or that maybe there's like a worm or worm eggs or stuff like that, but not like always and a lot and fully grown and whatnot. It's annoying. Yeah, I bet I would find more of them. And also, I wonder if they even did something, you know. I feel like maybe they didn't even do anything. But I kind of trusted this last woman also. But then again, yeah, it's hard to say what she was really thinking in her brain. Like one time, like I interrupted her, and then she was like, oh yeah, let me finish speaking. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's just not very trustworthy. But like, I want to trust, you know what I mean? Tomatoes are tomatoes. And I gotta say, I feel better. Like I feel lighter. The walking is easier. I still smoke like a fucking camel, but being healthy in all the other aspects definitely is better. I feel light also. And stomach maybe shrunk a little bit, still huge, but I don't know. Smoke is very bad, it's true. Right now I didn't smoke the whole stream because I put in the nicotine back. And in the morning I coughed a lot. And like in the internet they said also, it's possible that you cough up the worms. Oh my god. Yeah, and they say one of the symptoms is also like pain in the stomach, which I almost never have, but sometimes you can have it also, right? But I didn't feel like I have it, so I'm probably fine. Yeah. I always want to do everything, you know, I always in my mind I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do everything at the same time. And for a while maybe that did work also, but after a while it can't work anymore. I used to also many times not sleep and then still go to school or to work. But after a while you just can't do it anymore. You get like burned out. Or whatever the right word would be. So I cannot recommend, guys. Always try to listen to your body, don't stress too much. And then last night I kind of was tired already. I could have slept early, but then I didn't, for reasons I don't want to say. And I kind of regretted it also. Like, I had this perfect rhythm again, but then I was up like until 3 a.m. Oh well. It is what it is. No, what they said is like, it's possible to cough. Just coughing, not vomiting, and then the worms can come out, which is kind of weird also. But yeah, stomach acid can kill a lot of stuff. And yeah, I could have tried to vomit, but vomiting is really not healthy for you also. And yeah, like most likely the salmon was frozen and then the worm died. And even if they didn't die, it's a high chance that your body can get rid of it. And yeah, whatever, you know, it's like, I could also try to get the medicine, but it might have side effects and stuff. Okay, we go incognito mode. is the shop even open? There's so little cars. So once then he wins the race, yeah. Ah, fuck. I was thinking about buying more salmon over there. That salmon didn't have the worms, or I didn't see them. That's the other thing. But yeah, if the salmon that you eat doesn't have the perfect color, then that's already like a reason to check it. But yeah, I saw a few other videos where the salmon looked perfect and they also found the worms. And many people, they don't care about the worms anymore. They just freeze it and they cook it and they eat it anyway. But there's definitely some that actually care. First line of defense is vomiting. Yeah, vomiting can be really important and healthy. But usually your body would do it by yourself if it realizes that something's bad. And yeah, I used to vomit every now and then because I was a drinker, you know what I mean? I would party a lot, drink more until it's just too much, and then vomit. And it's really bad for your throat. You can get throat cancer, you can get a lot of bad stuff. It's like acid, you know. It's really not good. And I made also like a garlic onion soup, which garlic technically kills all the fungi and all the parasites, or many of them. Maybe that helped also. And I just now I'm gonna buy fresh garlic, which is even more strong than the dried one. And too much garlic is not good also. What the hell is kiwi berry, dude? Made in Switzerland also. Doesn't smell like anything. Looks kind of disgusting also. Might be good though. And there are people who eat like kiwi with the skin. It's kind of like psychopaths. Radish, kind of tempting, but yeah, too much fresh stuff. I'm not gonna use it out. I'm gonna buy these ones, but I don't know which one I should buy though. Which one are actually the best? Mine look kind of good, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this one might be nice also, but I never really got into it. From India. I know it's from Italy, but they're called Indian or whatever. Kind of everything smells like nothing. Pineapple might be good also, but it's kind of expensive. Oranges would be nice also, but I'm too lazy to squeeze them out. Or sometimes women piss me off because like the men, many times they go out of the way, but then the woman just stands in the way. It's kind of annoying. But I feel like women somehow have that thing that they do that, and it's like a test, you know. Like many times, allegedly, women also make like a drama because yeah, they want to test you, allegedly. And then if you are not bothered by it, then they relax also. And look at all this salmon. How many worms are in there? And yeah, one thing also that many said online is like the farm salmon, which usually everybody says it's bad, has allegedly less worms. So I don't know. But that might also be because of the antibiotica. And then you have to think about what is worse. What is actually worse? Oh, horse meat. Horse meat is kind of nice also. What kind of worms does that one have? Oh, they have venison. Venison butt. decide which steak to buy. Somebody took fish sticks and they put them outside here of the freezer. What an asshole. And I remember somebody recommended dates, right? And I found actually cheap dates in Migros, and they are good. They seem fine. missing the sunset from eternal shopping.
Ja, alles gut. Danke dir. Merci. Schönen Abend. Ciao. Ja, richtig geil.
Schönen Abend, danke. Ja, tschüss.
Hallo. Ciao, bitte. Ja, ja.
Schönen Abend, merci. Tschüss.
Sparsen gelb.
Gelb haben wir im Moment keine, sind nicht lieferbar.
Winston Rot.
33, 35 bitte. Merci. Müsst hier Kasse kommen, bitte, die sind zu.
Alle.
Schönen Abend, merci. Tschüss.
Okay, we're back. I'm sorry. All these guys still talking over there. The gas station gang. I lost myself in the shopping experience, and if there was any pink, maybe we missed it. But yeah, it's possible there is none also. How about blinking? Woman driving, of course. But yeah, we bought a lot of meat and stuff. A lot of meat and a little fruit and one garlic, fresh garlic. And I bought the Swiss one because I saw like a video about the Chinese garlic, and yeah, it has some heavy metals in it sometimes. Who would have thought? We could have gone to the other shop also. What did the other shop have? And yeah, I kind of want to buy melon, but I guess this shop doesn't have melon anymore, while the other shop still had a lot of melons. But it's far away. We are shopping. In India, when people try to poison each other, the first time they went is vomiting. Damn, so nobody wrote anything. Everybody already knows that I'm not gonna read it, I guess, or I don't know what exactly happened. But that's what I assume. Sounds good. And this time at least I tried to stream the shopping a little bit, and it's like talking to you guys. Kind of like, but filming sideways, which yeah, I know it sucks, but well. I wonder also if it goes sideways or not really. I think it doesn't. But there might be a setting for it also. Shopping very annoying, like, to me personally. And again, there was like almost no people. But every fucking time I look at something, or not every fucking time, like that one couple, they were nice, even though the woman didn't go out of the way. But they didn't exactly have to go where I am right now. But this one woman, she had to go exactly where I am, and this second woman also. Like, I need exactly this thing right now, where you are standing, so I'm gonna stand behind your neck, breathe into your neck. And then I always go out of the way and come back later. But if there's a lot of people, then I don't care also. And sometimes I would go also where the people are. It is like a human nature thing. It's not like they don't even do it on purpose, probably. But somehow, like, if 10 people are looking at something, or even one person, then somebody else thinks also, there's something to be looked at. You know what I mean? Yeah, especially when they come from behind. That's the most annoying. Like, dun, dun, ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. And yeah, like I said during the shopping, like some guy took some fish stuff and put it outside of the fridge somewhere. Like, how can you be like this, man? Like, they almost must have done it on purpose. And then I wonder, what does the stuff do, you know? Do they just put it back in, which is the easiest solution? Or do they go through the hustle and get rid of it and, I don't know, tell the insurance or whatever? And yeah, I checked the frozen stuff also, and yeah, the frozen salmon, for example, is probably safe to eat. Like, if you freeze it like for a week, or sometimes even less, like, all the worms die from freezing. But sometimes they can still be alive after like 1 day, depending on how the temperature is. And then optimally you cook it as well, and then you can enjoy your worms, because the worms, they taste like fish also. I hope we didn't miss any pink. But yeah, yesterday I was outside exactly like 20 minutes earlier and there was a real nice pink, but then it was gone already. And somehow the pink comes before it's getting fully dark, depending on the conditions, I guess. Oh well. But yeah, now at this point it's just gonna get dark. Oops. Dong, 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 dong. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh damn. Must be a football game, look at the lights. Damn. That was always kind of fun, like playing with these huge lights. I used to play football when I was, I don't know how young, very young. But it was kind of like a bad experience also, like. Then I stopped. My trainer kind of like was too invasive also. And yeah, my dad also was like one of these 90s dads, you know what I mean? Expecting like, I don't know how old I was, like 7, 8, 9, 10. Expecting already to get it, you know? That's so dumb. Like I feel like from all these experiences I would be a good dad. Why is it like flashing? Do you see that? Why does it do that? But it's probably the exposure. But it almost looks like a lightning. But yeah, still many times football was actually also fun. It was not a real lightning, it was just the phone adapting to the brightness, I think. Or even a bug. Or maybe the phone is dying also. RIP phone. But it must stay alive until I paid it off, dude. And then I can get a new contract and get a new one. Oh. And I heard S26 is going to be not as good as S25. Or at least the camera. Which I don't know how that makes sense. Damn, that cricket is going wild. Still wants to hook up this year. Or whatever insect it is. Don't remember hearing a cricket, but maybe it just blended in the normal sounds too much. GG, shopping over, yeah. There were 3 like good pieces of meat and I couldn't decide. And I want the thick meat also, so I can make it really nice outside, but inside is still not too cooked. Which technically is a risk for parasites also, but the nutrients get destroyed if you cook it to death. Yeah, whatever. I need to unify all the parasites. Breeding the parasites. By the way, are we in the top of the food chain or are the parasites in the top of the food chain? Or is it just like a circle and there's no top anyway? It's probably the most likely one, right? And yeah, I bought like liver sausage, like ham from Switzerland, now from Germany, from the Black Forest. And I brought ham from Spain, like that famous one. That is still kind of like okay price. And I bought beef entrecôte, which is kind of like a part from the back. that's kind of like tenderish. But I couldn't decide also, like the meat, pieces of meat. One of them had like a little bit of yellow fat, which I kind of think it's probably better. And the other one had like a white fat. But which one is really better? I don't know. And then there was this expensive brand of meat also, which now the ribeye is more expensive than the entrecôte. I don't know what you call that, but yeah. And it used to be different. The ribeye used to be slightly cheaper, but nowadays the ribeye is more trendy, I guess. And since it has more fat also, and this tender fat, it technically has more nutrients. Because in the lean muscle, there's not that much nutrients. Most of it is in the fat. Microorganisms are in the top. Yeah, I guess so also. It all starts with them and it all ends with them. And then I brought like this purple fruit. I think they're called like plows or plum. Not sure exactly. And there I couldn't really decide also which one is the most ripe one. And I like sniffed some of them, but none of them actually had a strong smell, which is not a good indication. But yeah, I guess most of the fruit anyway, they send it unripe, and then here it's ripe. As ripe as it can get in some ripening chamber. And they had like this cactus fruit. What is cactus? Is cactus in English? And yeah, liver sausage, ham, beefsteak, plows. The garlic, yeah, the fresh Swiss garlic. Which garlic, yeah, kills all the parasites. Gonna make another garlic soup maybe. Although I feel like I shouldn't be worried anymore at this point. And probably too much garlic, like too much medicine, is not good also. But garlic definitely has less side effects than this chemical anti-worm stuff. And yet a cheap Chinese garlic, you get 3 garlics for like $1. And I bought the expensive fresh garlic from Switzerland, which costs $1.50. But usually when I buy these 3 of them, I never really use them until they're almost rotten away anyway. And they almost always have like some mold on the outside or some stuff that you have to cut off. So it's not even that more expensive. I wish I brought the speaker right now. But at least you have the bells. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Yeah. Although from what I've Googled, there's some things also that can happen later. Most effects and symptoms come early, but some can come later also. And I could go to the doctor and then they can look in my butt if there's worms. Which, yeah, it's not very tempting also. But one symptom also, like that I have forever, like is a big belly also. So maybe I have worms forever already, or maybe it's just a big belly. Who knows? That sounds exciting. Oh my god, which part? Yeah, looking in the butt there, I guess. Yeah, at my age, we should do it like yearly also, right? This butt control, endoscopy, or I don't know how it's called. And there was this one YouTuber that I like, he explained how they do it, man. And how thick the thing is that goes in, and how long also. And it's kind of thick. But the one thing that worries the most is the length. They have to go kind of deep, dude. It's fucked. But his doctor was like super relaxed and making jokes and everything. But still, it must hurt. And then they tell you to relax and whatever. Oh my god. I'd rather get cancer. Kappa. But yeah. Let's change the topic, I guess. It is kind of funny though to listen to, but not when you have to go yourself. And yeah, they had like one where they put something in his dick also, in his dick hole. Oh my god. And that probably hurts even more. I cannot see how that can stretch. The butt can stretch. Oh, look at that big bird. What kind of bird is that? That's a huge boy. Probably a falcon or something. And some guy also, like a long time ago, told me also it's kind of like a fetish that some people have to put something in your dick hole, which is so fucked up. But yeah, that's what happens when you suppress your sexuality for too long, then you start to do weird shit. At least that's my explanation. Same as like animals in captivity. They start to make love to the food tray. Or to the Sioux guy's hand. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. And yeah, guys, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Huh? Crazy shit. I never watched that guy's stuff, but getting shot in front of a lot of people and having a family and only being 31, dude, that's crazy. And yeah, they got the guy allegedly. Mein Freund und ich, wir sind gespannt, denn gleich geht's wieder rund. Da 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 da. Opa! And one time there was that cute lady in the shop, right? But I never saw her again, dude. So crazy. And yeah, last night I had a call with a woman, and today I texted a woman on Tinder, and another woman texted me on Tinder. But when I answered, she didn't text back. But also her description kind of is like a turn off. But ultimately, how much does it really tell about somebody? And also, even though they have the blue hook, you know, which basically means they like verified their profile, which I'm sure you can cheat that as well. But probably not everybody can cheat it. I'm still thinking, they might be bots or whatever. And also it's kind of like a turn off if somebody's on Tinder anyway, you know. Makes you think like, with how many guys are there writing right now, you know what I mean? And you're just one of them anyway. And it's crazy how many women are there from like Thailand and Africa and whatever. And always like, no, like 9,000 kilometers, it's too far away. But yeah, And there's almost never anybody close by. There's always at least 40 kilometers or 60, which already feels like a lot. And I never know what to write also. I would rather just have a call or a video call right away. But I'm worried that's too offensive to say, or like too aggressive. And I hate also, you know, like you think about, oh, what I'm gonna write, I'm gonna write, hi, how are you? But that's like what everybody writes, and it's kind of stupid also. And now they have like recommendations what you can write, but these recommendations were kind of terrible too, man. Not gonna lie. Oh, the guy is a white belt karate kid. Interesting. Damn, I went to karate also for a while, but yeah, I didn't stay there very long. Well, I was sure somebody wrote something, but nope. Nope. Maria, Maria. I see a lot of psychological videos also, but how much can you really believe in them? A lot of it seems like AI slop also.
Nichts
Hallo.
zu fressen. Nein, nichts.
Ja, ja, schon viel Fleisch im Rucksack.
Könnte mal sein, ja. In jeder Tasche könnte das sein. Hier. Ja, da muss die Tasche weg. Das ist nicht für dich. Nein. Amilo.
Oh. Aber schon ein Süße.
Ja, komm, hopp.
Ab nach Hause. Da gibt's was vielleicht.
Hopp. So. Wir haben noch.
Gleichfalls. But did you see that? I allowed the interaction to happen. And I didn't die. But I kind of wanted to let them pass behind me. But he didn't want to like pull it hard or whatever. Which is kind of so cute of him also. He seemed to be like a German guy. And yeah, if I was advanced at socialization, like level 3, I would have put my hand and then maybe petted him as well. That would have been great content. But I kind of wanted to stay here a little bit, but the bench is occupied. But yeah, now more people are coming already. Like here's kind of like one of the last spots where you see the bright part of the sunset. I guess we could go over here and then they potentially pass. And you have to lower the compensation, otherwise it looks like trashy. Still looks trashy, but different. And now I regret waiting here though. I have to wait until they pass hard. I think the dog had also like a thing around the neck, like a tie. Not like a fly, I mean. But yeah, I'm so happy I live in a place where women can walk around at night mostly safe. Gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling. But yeah, when will it change? You know, I already see it in the supermarket how it changes there from the staff wise, you know. When I moved here, there was only old Swiss women working there, and now there's already 2 migrants, which of course is not necessarily a bad thing. But that's just how it goes and how it starts. And where I grew up, they were already there also. But here, there wasn't many. But yeah, in 50 years here, it's probably going to be the same. Ah, fuck. That sounded racist. I take it back. And there's this one woman, like she works at the supermarket also, and she changed her hairstyle and she looks like a totally different person now. I thought it was a different person, but I think it's the same one, just super different hairstyle, which is crazy. And one of them is like Thai, and I always think like, she probably knows my ex or something, because they all know each other. But I'm not sure. But she feels like I know her. Oh no, we catch up to the dog guy. He's not very fast. He's pretty fat. But he's home. Home sweet home. Nice. I don't feel awkward about everything. Owners like to reinvent themselves. Indeed, indeed. I feel like that's what she did. And yeah, I feel like it's better. But it's also very different. And I remember in the summer there was like people bathing in there. Three guys at the same time from the music festival, probably drunk. I always get this holiday feeling around here, summer holiday feeling. Not sure why, but it's nice. I used to get that only like in the Caribbean and places like that. And I'm so happy to get it here also. It's still like a nice temperature, also like 18 degrees or something, maybe less, but for me it feels warm. Free mineral water, indeed. There's so many wells. But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that they run free, you know what I mean? Because there's like infinite supply from the mountains. But at home you have to pay. It's still very cheap now. Not like the energy that actually went up quite a lot. Yeah, it is nice and quiet and relaxing. And I feel like many people here, they also like, they accept me, you know, like more kind of like unconsciously or whatever, by seeing me enough and accept me as one of them. Because it's still homogeneous. And we should test this fountain also and then rate which one is the best. Yeah, the stream's coming to an end. Maybe we see a frog again here, like we did one time with Remtiv. But it's very, very low chance. Also, now that my schedule is kind of fucked again, there's not gonna be a sunrise stream. Ah, that sucks. We have to do a winter sunrise stream once, although it's so fucking cold. But the sun is gonna rise like at 8 or 9 or I don't know, late-ish. And yeah, guys, I did a lot of laundry. It's not that interesting, but still, it's kind of cool. One day, hopefully, I'm gonna have all the laundry done, dude. Because many times I just put it off, you know, I just laundry what I need and then have like a huge stack of dirty laundry. Kind of not very hygienic. Gotta stop slacking. Another fountain. Okay, guys, yeah, let's check. Like, is there a rateable amount of viewers? I kind of doubt it, but you never know. There's like silent people. No, there's only 2. Not gonna bother. But yeah, good night, guys. See you maybe in gaming stream. Maybe. Take care, everybody. Thanks for staying and stuff. Bye-bye. You take care also and be safe. I'm very safe here in my village. I feel like I could even leave the house unlocked and stuff. Nothing would happen. But I'm still locking, of course.